Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs. In the past, I have been asked, what's the purpose of feather sticks? And I've always answered. And then in the past, I've been asked, why are you wasting your time with feather sticks when you can simply scrape with your spine? And it's always asked in a very condescending way. It's always the trolls coming out to play. And on one of my Clothed and Confident episodes where it showed me starting a fire in the rain to boil water in a plastic bottle, I had to rely on making shavings. And I had someone comment saying, really quite rude, why would you waste your time doing that? You obviously don't know what you're doing, blah blah blah, when you can just use your spine and make fuzz and all that good stuff. Well, I don't waste my time with these people. And when they're very condescending and everything else like that, I just delete it because, like I said, I'm not going to waste my time. And the simple fact that they said, why are you wasting your time with shavings and not just flipping over the spine and using it to make fuzz, lets me know right then and there that they have no idea what they're talking about. Okay? And what do I mean by that? It's very simple. Not all wood makes great fuzz whenever you scrape it with your spine. Some knife or some woods just won't even fuzz at all. Others, like pine for fat wood, will do it beautifully. But every wood that I know of, you can make feather sticks or shavings from. So when these people make these condescending remarks, like I said, it just automatically lets me know they don't know what they're talking about anyway, so I don't even waste my time with them. And that's something for everybody to remember. When the trolls come out to play, don't give them what they want. All they want is to feed off of your reactions and everything else. And quite simply, they have a piss poor life and they're trying to take it out on you. So anyway, so let me show you guys exactly what it is that I'm talking about when I say not all woods will feather stick, or excuse me, not all woods will fuzz with the spine of their knife, but they will feather stick. Alright, so here we have a piece of fat wood. Okay? Flip our knife over, our spine, and in a very short amount of time and effort, we have a very nice pile of fuzz. Now, what's special about that fuzz? Well, most of you guys know it takes a flame very, very easy, right? Very easy. Okay, so it works that simple with pine, so it should work that simple with all wood, right? Well, you would think. Okay, so here is what we have. This is a piece of wood that I rely on a lot here in Kansas. This is a piece of cottonwood. In my opinion, this is the best fire making wood here in my state. So this wood, however, if we scrape, it makes fuzz, but not as good, basically. And there are some woods out there that don't make this stuff hardly at all. But for the sake of argument, let's go ahead and anyway, you can see that it just does not work that well. Can it be done? Yes, it can. But it still doesn't work very good. So instead of relying on fuzz when it comes to making fires in wet conditions, we have to rely on making fine curls and shavings. I don't care if the curls and shavings stay on the stick. I actually kind of prefer them to come off of the stick. And I will just put them aside, keep the wind from blowing them away and everything else, until I get a fair amount of them. Now, if I was concerned about making a sustainable fire in wet conditions, I would need 15 to 20 times more than this. But the fact is, this is bone dry, and this is only a demonstration. Now, it would have taken me forever to accomplish that type of a pile with making fuzz off of that cottonwood alone. Okay, so again, for those that ask this question in a legitimate manner, that are just starting out and they're wanting to know why people feather stick and everything else, or make fine shavings to start fires versus, you know, kindling and tinder and everything else, this is why. This is why we do it. Now, for the people out there that are simply nothing more than trolls and scream at people for making feather sticks and all that good stuff and say just use the spine and scrape and blah blah blah, well, now you see firsthand that it doesn't always actually work, and it's not as simple as reading something on Google or watching something on a reality show and saying, hey, I can do that. It's not that simple. You need to get out and you need to experiment with this stuff yourself. Learn what works, learn what doesn't work, okay? There's still plenty of things out there that, like myself, I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's why I'm out here right now, is I try to further myself every single day and learn something new every single day. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and as always, have a good one.